Hey everyone, this is Too Close to Home, and I'm your host, Gina. This video is completely opinion. It's my opinion only. It's not a professional video in any sort of way. I also want to give a disclaimer. This is a true crime podcast, so we talk about murder and death and different sorts of assaults, and I just want to give you a heads up that this is not a kid-friendly show, so there's your warning. Today's story is really depressing and sad. It takes place in Chicago, and it includes a missing woman who has not been seen since May of 2018. A Chicago family is frustrated and heartbroken after the main suspect in this missing persons case, who was also the last person who saw the missing woman, just got acquitted for her murder. Who was she? Her name was Daisy Hayes. I think that's so cute, Daisy Hayes. And unfortunately, I couldn't find a lot of information about her personality, her likes or dislikes, her interests, her hobbies. I don't know anything about her, except that she had one daughter and a granddaughter. She was 65 years old and weighed 85 pounds at the time of her disappearance. I do know she was 65 years old and weighed 85 pounds at the time of her disappearance, and she was also periodically seeing a man who lived in the same building. He was 75 years old, and I am not going to name him at this time. It's only a quick Google search to figure out who he is, but I just feel like for legal reasons, I'm not going to say his name, because he was acquitted of all charges, and we have to take that into consideration. So what happened to Daisy in May of 2018 that we know of? First off, security cameras in the apartment building where Daisy lived caught her on camera entering her Woodland apartment. Just 10 minutes after she entered the unit, a man was seen approaching her door. One article I read stated that the man entered the unit with a key. The second article I read claimed that he pressed his head against the door and then left. Either way, after he left, he was later recorded returning to Daisy's unit around 4:30 a.m., and at this point he definitely did use a key to enter the apartment. He stays in the apartment for approximately 30 minutes, and when he exits, he is seen carrying a plastic grocery bag and walking to his own unit in the apartment building. At 5:40, he again exited his apartment, but this time he was wearing different clothes, and he had a suitcase. And the suitcase appeared to be extremely light, because at one point he was carrying it above his head, like waving it with one hand above his head. He is again seen entering Daisy's apartment, but this time he only stayed for roughly 4 minutes. Upon exiting Daisy's unit, the man was again seen with the suitcase, but this time he was really struggling maneuvering it. It's even reported that there was a bulge and the suitcase was at this point misshapen, and as he carried it out of the apartment. He oddly brought the suitcase back to his own unit, and then at 6:06 a.m., he lugged it through the lobby of the apartment complex, and then security footage from outside of the complex caught him putting the suitcase in the dumpster. And unsuspiciously, he walked around to other dumpsters and grabbed garbage and strategically placed that garbage over the suitcase in an attempt to cover it. And unfortunately, it was garbage day. So It was just a few hours later that the dump trucks came and emptied the dumpsters. That specific dumpster truck emptied its load at the Indiana landfill. Daisy Hayes and that suitcase have never been seen again. The security footage at the apartment complex again captured the man entering Daisy's unit numerous times carrying cleaning supplies, including a mop. Just a few months after Daisy disappeared, was arrested and charged with murder, home invasion, and concealing a death. Although the video appears to have been enough evidence for the prosecutors to get the man held with no bond while awaiting trial, however, the judge later deemed it insufficient to convict him. The judge stated there was a lack of biological evidence to even suggest that a crime had occurred. And perhaps even more disturbing was the fact that this was not the first murder that this guy was a suspect in. In 1985, he was charged with 2 counts of murder, but after 6 months, the case was dismissed. I don't know why. Daisy Hayes' family is understandably extremely frustrated and confused and heartbroken. They even reached out to law enforcement, and basically they were told that it was a matter of money, that it would take millions of dollars to go through this landfill, and they just couldn't find the funds for it. My heart goes out to the family. I don't know what we can do. I know there's a lot of true crime podcasts out there who can tell you like how you can help in the case. And to be honest, I am not that well educated on this yet. So if anybody knows how we can help Daisy's family, I would love to. But until then, I send them my love. All right. Until the next case. Bye.